The desert sun beats down on the Valley of the Kings, casting long shadows over the ancient landscape. This valley, nestled in the heart of Egypt, holds the secrets of a bygone era. Silence reigns. Beneath the sand, hidden from view, lie secrets that have been buried for millennia. The sands shift and change, but the mysteries remain, waiting to be uncovered. These are the tombs of the pharaohs, the ancient rulers of Egypt. Each tomb is a testament to the power and grandeur of these once mighty kings and queens. They are filled with treasures, riches beyond imagination, gold, jewels, and artifacts that tell the story of a civilization that valued the afterlife as much as the present. But beware, these tombs are protected by more than just sand and stone. Ancient curses and spells were placed to guard against intruders. Ancient magic and watchful guardians lurk in the shadows, ready to defend the pharaoh's eternal slumber. Statues of gods and goddesses stand sentinel, their eyes ever watchful. These tombs are not just burial places, they are gateways to the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians believed that death was merely a transition to another realm. The ancient Egyptians believed in life after death. They envisioned a journey through the underworld, guided by the gods, to reach the eternal paradise. They filled the tombs with everything a pharaoh would need for their journey, from everyday items to the most precious treasures. Nothing was left to chance. Gold, jewels, furniture, even food and weapons were buried alongside the pharaoh. These items were believed to be essential for the afterlife. They believed these possessions would be waiting for them in the afterlife. The tombs were meticulously prepared to ensure the pharaoh's comfort and status in the next world. The walls of the tombs are covered with intricate paintings and hieroglyphs. These artworks are not just decorations, they are a guide for the pharaoh's soul. These images tell stories of the pharaoh's life, their reign and their journey to the afterlife. They depict battles, ceremonies, and the pharaoh's relationship with the gods. They offer a glimpse into the beliefs, rituals, and daily life of this ancient civilization. Through these images, we can understand the values and priorities of the ancient Egyptians. To enter a tomb is to step back in time, to walk among pharaohs and touch the heart of ancient Egypt. It is a journey into a world where the past and the present coexist, where the legacy of the pharaohs lives on. Egypt's history is long and glorious, stretching back thousands of years. It is a tale of power, culture, and immense wealth that has fascinated historians and archaeologists alike. During the New Kingdom, a period known as the Golden Age, Egypt's power reached its peak. This era saw the construction of some of the most iconic monuments and temples that still stand today, a testament to the grandeur of the time. Pharaohs like Tutankhamun, Akhenaten, and Ramses II ruled with absolute authority. Their wealth was legendary, and their reigns were marked by both prosperity and monumental achievements in art, architecture, and culture. The land flourished under their rule, and the Nile River overflowed, bringing life-giving water to the fields. This annual inundation ensured bountiful harvests, which in turn supported a thriving civilization.
This wealth was reflected in their tombs. The pharaohs believed that their journey to the afterlife required them to be surrounded by the finest treasures and goods. The pharaohs spared no expense in preparing for their journey to the afterlife. They commissioned elaborate tombs filled with everything they might need in the next world, from food and clothing to intricate jewelry and statues. They believed that the more lavish their tombs, the more favorable they would be to the gods. Rituals and ceremonies were conducted to ensure their safe passage and acceptance into the afterlife. Their tombs were filled with gold and silver, precious stones, and exotic materials. These treasures were not just for show, they were meant to provide comfort and status in the afterlife.
Tutankhamun's tomb, discovered in 1922, remains the most famous example of this opulence. The discovery by Howard Carter and his team was a landmark moment in archaeology. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb sent shockwaves around the world. It was a sensation, capturing the imagination of people everywhere and sparking a renewed interest in ancient Egypt. The sheer quantity of gold and treasure found inside was staggering. It included a solid gold coffin, a golden mask, and countless other artifacts that showcased the incredible craftsmanship of the time. It provided a glimpse into the unimaginable wealth of the Egyptian pharaohs. The treasures found in Tutankhamun's tomb were just a fraction of what other, more powerful pharaohs might have been buried with. But this wealth came with a price. The allure of such riches made the tombs irresistible targets for grave robbers and looters. It made the tombs irresistible targets for those seeking to profit from the dead. Many tombs were plundered, their treasures lost to history, and the pharaohs' final resting places desecrated. Where there is great wealth, there will always be those who seek to steal it. The pharaohs knew this. They constructed elaborate tombs filled with traps and guarded by loyal priests. But even these precautions could not deter the tomb robbers. From the very beginning, these shadows in the sand sought to plunder Egypt's treasures.
The reasons for tomb robbing were varied. Some were driven by greed, seeking to get rich quick. Others were desperate, struggling to survive in a time of famine or hardship. Whatever their reasons, these thieves risked their lives to enter the tombs. They knew the punishment for their crimes was severe, but the lure of gold and treasure often outweighed the risks.
Tomb robbing became a lucrative business. Organized gangs emerged with networks of informants and skilled craftsmen. They developed sophisticated methods for locating and breaking into tombs, often working under the cover of darkness. Their activities left an indelible mark on Egypt's history, disturbing the rest of pharaohs and scattering their treasures to the winds. The ancient Egyptians were master builders, renowned for their architectural prowess and engineering skills. Their ability to construct monumental structures that have withstood the ravages of time is a testament to their ingenuity and dedication. They constructed their tombs to withstand the test of time, using advanced techniques and materials that ensured durability and longevity. These tombs were not just resting places, but also symbols of power and legacy. But they also faced a cunning enemy, the tomb robbers. These robbers were relentless in their pursuit of the treasures buried within, often engaging in a cat-and-mouse game with the builders who sought to protect the sanctity of the tombs. These skilled thieves developed ingenious methods to overcome the challenges of reaching the treasures within. They studied the construction techniques and security measures employed by the builders, always finding new ways to outsmart them.
One of their most effective tactics was to target the tombs during times of unrest or political upheaval. During these periods, the focus of the authorities shifted away from the protection of the tombs, providing the robbers with the perfect opportunity to strike. When the central authority weakened, so did the security of the tombs. Guards were fewer, and the entrances were often neglected, making it easier for the robbers to gain access. Tomb robbers often worked under the cover of night, using the darkness to mask their activities. The silence and shadows of the night provided the perfect cloak for their nefarious deeds. They became experts at identifying hidden entrances, often disguised as part of the natural landscape. These entrances were cleverly concealed, blending seamlessly with the surrounding environment to avoid detection.
Once inside, they had to navigate a labyrinth of corridors and chambers. These tombs were designed to confuse and deter intruders, with false doors, dead ends, and intricate passageways. They used a variety of tools to break through walls and doors, including copper chisels, mallets, and even fire. The process was laborious and dangerous, but the promise of untold riches drove them to persevere. Some believe they may have had inside help, perhaps from corrupt officials or disgruntled workers. These insiders could provide valuable information about the tomb's layouts and security measures, making the robbers' task significantly easier. Whatever their methods, they often succeeded in their quest, leaving behind empty chambers and a legacy of desecration. The once sacred spaces were stripped of their treasures, their sanctity violated by the greed of the robbers.
Our duty is to protect the eternal rest of the pharaohs. But the cunning of the robbers often outmatched our vigilance. Despite our best efforts, the tombs were frequently breached and the treasures within stolen. Their relentless pursuit of treasure led to the desecration of our sacred tombs. The artifacts and treasures that were meant to accompany the pharaohs into the afterlife were lost to the ages, their stories untold.
And so the tombs that once stood as monuments to the glory of the pharaohs became silent witnesses to the greed and cunning of mankind. These ancient structures, built with such care and reverence, now tell a different story, one of human ambition and the lengths to which some will go to satisfy